What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mobile video. So today I have some pretty interesting news pertaining to Undead Siege for Call of Duty Mobile. So of course, we all know that Undead Siege was given an extra month, or I guess an extra season, for people to actually get Ether Crystal on all of their weapons, if not on the ones that they really like, or just have a little bit more time, I guess. And I'm not really sure right now if the bug is still out there where you can't actually progress with any of your weapons for Ether Crystal. So for all of you guys that are suffering for that, I'm absolutely sorry. I don't really know what to tell you. I'm sure some of you guys were pretty close to completing your grind, but don't worry, I have some pretty exciting news to share with you guys pertaining to that, as well as some just extra news for this mode, because this is something that actually kind of concerns me, but at the same time I'm kind of excited for. I also wanted to discuss what to expect when Undead Siege does return to Call of Duty Mobile, which I will explain just in a second. I know you guys are telling me like, well, what do you mean it's gonna return? I mean, isn't it already in this game? So what happened is that they are planning to take this out for Season 8 and have Undead Siege return with a bunch of new features for Season 9. So unfortunately, these are kind of like the final days for right now to play Undead Siege. So if just in case you guys haven't made it to the end of that battle pass, I recommend doing so right now. Even though you guys probably can't grind Ether Crystal on your weapons, you could at least still make it to tier 50 and unlock the Ether machine for the shorty. And who knows if that's actually going to come back when Undead returns, because they might have a completely new battle pass. So I think it's best to actually get this done before you lose out on a chance to get the shorty forever. So like I said, it's going to go away for one season, then just come back after Season 8. So yeah, there's nothing to worry about for all of you guys who love Undead Siege and like to grind their leaderboards. Don't worry, it's not gone forever. But my concerns is with what they are adding. So apparently, well actually it's pretty much confirmed at this point that they are going to be bringing in an even more difficult mode for zombies. And what concerns me about this is that if we are going to be starting fresh, it's going to take a much longer time to be able to even beat that mode, because obviously you'd have to kind of grind your way up to unlock everything again and upgrade all of your skills and everything. The question is, of course, how much harder is it going to be? And if it's going to be this hard, is there going to be another camo grind behind it? And look, I mean, getting Ether Crystal on hard mode wasn't really that hard, but I will tell you it was extremely long-winded. But if we're talking about like some sort of apocalypse mode where there's another camo grind, which is probably maybe a better version of Ether Crystal, or maybe even a full-on animated camo, like I said, how much harder is it going to be? Are we going to constantly be seeing heavy gunners all over the place? Or, you know, like, are the zombies going to have a lot more health? What's going to happen there? So that's what kind of leaves me concerned, because like, honestly, I'm tapped out from the Ether Crystal grind and just basically camo grinding in general, because I mean, Call of Duty Mobile is not really known for having very merciful challenges, specifically for Diamond and Ether Crystal. Of course, we're obviously going to find that out if we do get our hands on another beta, which should be, I think, today or tomorrow, hopefully, because the last beta was kind of trash and we weren't even able to literally touch anything. So hopefully this time around we're gonna have a lot more access than previously. Of course, from there we could see whether or not there's going to be another completionist camo, maybe a different colored Ether Crystal, maybe weaponized 115, or maybe true dark ether for the apocalypse mode. Who knows what we're gonna see on that beta. I'm hoping that we don't get anything for right now, because in my opinion I think it's a little bit too soon, because we just got this camo. From what I saw of the last beta build for Season 8, the really trash one, there wasn't really any news of some sort of completionist camo. If anything, I'm hoping that if you do complete apocalypse mode and you do grind out a weapon, maybe it doubles progression since it's a harder mode or something like that. That would be really nice, instead of just having a completely new camo grind, because I'm sure a lot of you guys out there who played zombies just doesn't want to play it again after the super long and arduous Ether Crystal grind. I mean, like, honestly, how many of you guys are tapped out from that, because me, I can't take anymore. If anything, they should probably work a little bit more on multiplayer, specifically with completionist camos, because I mean, they still don't have any reward for getting diamond on a certain category, or even just all the guns in general. So what can we really expect from this new Undead Siege update? Well, obviously, like I said, there's going to be a new difficulty, which is probably going to be called Apocalypse or Harder mode, or Expert mode, or whatever the hell they want to call it. So yeah, obviously the new difficulty is going to be a thing. Of course, we might even get a new complete battle pass, which actually means that everything that we earned is going to be reset, and we're going to have to grind for it once more, thus making it take a little bit longer to be able to beat the new harder mode. In terms of Camel Challenges, I still think that they're going to keep Ether Crystal in the game. Obviously, they're going to allow us to unlock it for the Hades, crossbow, M13, and just the newer weapons in general. So of course the question is, since we have two new melee weapons, which is of course the katana and the boxing gloves, what's going to happen to those? How are we going to unlock Aether Crystal for those two specific melee weapons? My best guess is that if you have everything done already, you should be able to get it automatically, but of course for those people who haven't actually gotten Aether Crystal on all their primaries, may not be able to, or alternatively they'll probably make you get Ether Crystal on the newer weapons and then reward you with the boxing glove and the katana Ether Crystal. That's pretty much my best guess, unless they have some sort of challenge for the harder mode that requires you to do something in order to get the camos for those weapons. But I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure the same process is going to happen for, you know, the Hades and the crossbow and everything. So that's something that we shouldn't really worry about. But in terms of boxing gloves and katana, I don't know what's going to happen there. Another thing that we should probably mildly expect is maybe a layout change to the zombies map. Maybe they're going to locate us somewhere else instead of putting us in the same place as before. So pretty much no more bus station, no more farm. Maybe it's going to place us somewhere in a different area of the Battle Royale map. But hopefully it stays the same, because I mean, I kind of already know the layout, and honestly I like to keep Kill House because that's where you get like the most zombies kills. So I'm hoping that they keep that around and it doesn't change at all. As for the battle pass, if there is going to be a new one, I could probably expect a turned version of Nikolai, and even for Takio. Like perhaps, I mean, that's like the best alternative. I mean, why not have turned versions of all of them, right? In terms of the blueprint, like the shorty Aether machine, I think there should be like another Aether machine for another type of weapon. What that weapon will be, I don't know, but hopefully we get like a new type of blueprint for zombies. What I don't want is just another long and arduous camel grind. I can't take anymore, especially with this. I mean, honestly, how many of you guys want to like off yourselves from just being in that same map for like weeks on end? It's crazy, and like we should never have a grind like that. It should let us at least grind out multiple times in a single match instead of just once. But yeah, that's pretty much what we should expect. Don't expect too much out of this update. I'm sure it's going to be more or less the same thing. Hopefully the grind won't be too hard. In terms of whether or not we are going to be reset, it's still unknown. Hopefully they just let us stay where we are, maybe add more levels to the skills so we could, you know, be more prepared, or just prepare a lot faster for the apocalypse mode, or whatever the hard mode is going to be called. As for the future of Undead Siege, it really depends on the players' feedback. So obviously, if a lot of us don't like it, they're probably going to remove it. If we do like it, they're probably going to keep it around, or do something different with it that just makes the experience a lot better. I don't know. But I mean, there's still a lot of hope to be found. I mean, you know, the Season 8 public test build might be updated later on this week or next week. Who knows when it does come out, but obviously there's going to be a lot of leaked information once, you know, data miners actually have access to this new build, because obviously the first iteration of test builds, in my opinion, are really not that crazy. They usually update it more. You know, later on they give us like a second test build to see like more stuff that's going to be added for, you know, the future seasons. So obviously I'm hoping that we don't get another camel grind, But I'm really interested in seeing what features lie ahead for Season 8 and for Season 9 in general. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe for some more COD Mobile content, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.